Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of JailBreak Overlander. This is Richie. This is JailBreak. And today we're going to take a look at these bad boys. Superior Engineering's HYPERFLEX arms. This is 37 pounds of factory bushing, flexing madness. Now, I've already got the SuperFlex arms in my truck. The only problem is, and what these are basically, the SuperFlex arms is one of these and then a modified arm on the other side. Just to clarify, that is a SuperFlex arm. I put in two of these as opposed to just one of these and that other radius arm. The only problem that I discovered is after about 75,000 miles of four-wheeling in the Northeast, four-wheeling in Uwharrie Forest, four-wheeling in Moab, Colorado, and California, after about 75,000 miles, the SuperFlex arm, which looks just like this, basically seemed to make my bushings wear out prematurely. The fix is instead of having one SuperFlex arm, you have two SuperFlex arms, i.e. HYPERFLEX arms. I ordered these directly from Superior Engineering. They showed up from Australia to my house in 7 days flat. This is what a HYPERFLEX kit from Superior Engineering consists of. They give you the plates for driver's side and passenger side. They're very specific. I'll show you that in the install. They give you all the mounting hardware. I still may use Toyota hardware to mount these. I'm not exactly positive, but I mean, this is phenomenal stuff. Anyways, they give you bump stop extenders. I have King bump stock, so I don't need those. And Toyota bushings, already pressed in all the way around. These right here go around the rear tie rod bar that most people on 80 series have to grind some of their control arm off or simply 3-link it. I'm not 3-linking the truck, I'm sticking with these. So there's that. Let's get these things installed. Okay, I started on the passenger side. I already had my high pinion out. I was doing a ring and pinion. There's a little bit of grinding you have to do. I'm removing the factory sway bar link mount. Took a little tapping, took a little bit of wiggling, and then I got it out. No big deal. As you can see, it still has the SuperFlex sway bar extension in it. I ground that down after I cut it out, and I painted it so that it did not rust. The plates take a little finagling, but you can fit them in there, no problem. You got to do a little bit of grinding here and there. There's old tabs and such. Use your own discretion. You'll figure that out. I mean, you're simply sliding a plate in there. When I put the plates up, I noticed that they hit a brake line. I ended up moving that brake line, but I also took a little bit off the top of that plate closest to the passenger tire. A little bit off the top. It didn't mess with the structural integrity at all. And then it cleared. But even though it cleared, even with the SuperFlex, with the HYPERFLEX arm in place, it was still going to hit that brake line. So I disconnected the brake line at its mount and stole a mount from the driver's side, and it worked out perfectly. I bent the line a little bit, plenty of clearance, good to go, brakes work, HYPERFLEX arm works, and I have a solid mount that's actually off of the truck. The one last problem was this little guy right here that holds the brake line coming down from the engine bay. That was going to interfere. So I took a pry bar and bent it out of the way about 1/2 of an inch. Nothing was affected. Everything works. It still looks factory. Good to go. There you go. You've got clearance on both sides. It all worked out fine. Now the driver's side, all I needed to do was reconnect the brake line and then bend this brake line in the front a little bit out of the way, which it does. It goes, no problem. Just use caution and care. To get the bolts to the frame back in, I used a come along very carefully, very slowly, just to give me that little 1/4 of an inch that I needed. I put factory Toyota bolts back in from the radius arm to the frame. Everywhere else I used Superior's supplied hardware, and then simply torque it up. The specifications are with the factory instructions. There's a 4-page instruction, and then take it out and test it. Make sure when it articulates that everything clears, which in my particular case it did. All was well. It's a super easy installation. Just make sure the truck is on jack stands and safety first. Seriously. If you like this video and you want to see more gear reviews, more how-to videos, or more awesome 4-wheel drive action, especially in a Land Cruiser, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and do not forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.